Let me tell you why I know Jesus was God. Because in Ezekiel chapter 37, in verse 13, this is what God said. He said, you shall know that I am the Lord. Here's what you look for if you're looking for God to show up on planet Earth. When I open your graves, O my people, and I bring people out of the graves, the people that are in the grave. Well, I want to ask you a question. Who opened the graves? There's one who said, Lazarus, come forth. There's one who raised the dead over and over and over in the New Testament. His name was Jesus. And then in Job chapter 9 in verse 8, he said, who alone? Job saw a vision and he saw God. And he said, I see one God who's the creator and he's spreading out the heavens. Listen, and God alone treads upon the waves of the sea. Job didn't know what he was seeing, but the oldest book of the Bible, but he saw a vision of a God walking on the water. And I ask you again, who walked on the water in the New Testament? Who came in the middle of a storm when the disciples were going under and said, peace be still, and the winds and the waves obeyed his will, and he walked on the water back to the boat? His name is Jesus. And then 600 years before Bethlehem, in Isaiah 35 in verse 4, he says, say to them that are of fearful heart, be strong, God will come. He's coming. God's coming. He's coming in vengeance, and he will come and save you. And then he makes this, and you will know that he has come. Then, that word then means this is how you'll know. When you start seeing the eyes, the blinded eyes begin to be open, the ears of the deaf unstopped, and the lame will leap. Next verse, the lame will leap as a deer, and the tongue of the dumb will sing. When you start seeing blind people's eyes open, well, who in the New Testament opened blind eyes? Blind Bartimaeus said, I couldn't see, but now I can see. Who did that? Jesus did it. Who caused the lame to leap like a deer? Who caused the deaf ear to hear? Who caused the man who could not speak all of his life? The Bible said Jesus loosed the string off of his tongue and he spoke plainly and glorified God. Who did that? His name is Jesus, and we ought to realize he is the gift. Give him a mighty praise right now if you love him. You can do better than that on Christmas Eve. Thank him for the gift. Sometimes we make like the whole New Testament is about you giving your life and giving your past and giving your present and giving your future to Jesus. I'm sorry to tell you that the whole gospel is not about you. It's not about what you give God. That's important. Give him your life, but boy, you won't have problems giving him your life if you ever realize God is the giver, not you. He will load you down if you will just honor him and love him and serve him. I'm trying to be good, but I feel like we take for granted the most ultimate gift. His name is Jesus. And it's not common. It's a spectacular, unspeakable, unbelievable, unimaginable gift that we have been given in Jesus Christ. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure that you subscribe to our channel so that you can get notifications on new posts and live streams. Be sure to share this video with a friend. You never know how you can send the Word of God right when somebody needs to hear it. And you can use your social influence for good, for the glory of God. Thanks again. Share it with a friend. And I really appreciate you watching. We'll see you next time.